Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday, May 1st, 2025. Born on this date in 1928, country singer Sonny James, the Southern Gentleman of Hackleburg. In 1964, singer-songwriter Will Kimbrough of Mobile. You may know him from Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band. He also co-wrote a popular song on Buffett's final album called Bubbles Up. Today, we have state budgets passed, a Back the Blue bill, termite damage in a historic building, and some possible weather. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama.
Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Not everyone is careful with your personal information, which might explain why there's a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds in the U.S. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity. If your identity is stolen, a U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year by visiting lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
The state's education fund and general fund budgets are now passed and in the governor's hands with just a few days left in the 2025 legislative session, reports AL.com's Mike Cason. The general fund budget came in quite late Tuesday night at $3.7 billion. That's a 10% increase over the current year's budget. The general fund is for non-education state spending and includes Medicaid, prisons, state troopers, and courts. There wasn't much drama in getting it passed. The Senate tweaked it and approved it 29-0 and sent it back to the House where the budgets originate. The House passed the final version 100-0. The vote went late into the night because State Senator Roger Smitherman, a Birmingham Democrat, requested the entire budget be read aloud, which probably sounds pretty exciting if you like to watch C-SPAN even when there's no salacious confirmation hearings going on. This budget is 125 pages, like my copy of The Old Man and the Sea, and it was delivered by an automated reader. I hate those things. Smitherman said he requested the budget be read in order to slow down the process and have more time to review the budgets and other pending legislation. Now, it's a tactic that the woefully outnumbered Democrats can use to try to avoid a late session Republican steamrolling of measures. House Speaker Nathaniel Ledbetter, a Rainsville Republican, chalked it up to being part of the process. But State Senator Shay Shelnut, a Trussville Republican, was less fired up, blaming the delay for stymieing his bill to tweak sex education in the state, making public schools teach sexual risk avoidance and abstinence. A Back the Blue bill made it out of the Senate Judiciary Committee on Wednesday, reports AL.com's Mike Cason. The GOP-backed measure is a rewrite of the state's police immunity law. The bill's sponsor, State Representative Rex Reynolds, said the law needs to be updated to jibe with the U.S. Supreme Court rulings and to offer more criminal and civil protections for officers as some agencies struggle to recruit and retain help. Now, this is part of Governor Kay Ivey's crime priorities for the session. Expect pushback from Democrats. Republicans voted down a proposed amendment from Senate Minority Leader Bobby Singleton that would have required the state to adopt statewide training and procedure standards. Well, many homeowners won't be surprised a bit to learn that termites are little wood-gnawing heathens. AL.com's Greg Garrison reports that the termite damage at a historic Mobile cathedral is so extensive that part of the building has been declared unsafe. The Cathedral Basilica of the Immaculate Conception was built from 1835 to 1850. Apparently, termites have been an issue for years at the old church. The Archdiocese of Mobile said engineers have now determined that the west end of the cathedral is unsafe to use, although the rest of the structure is still considered safe. Now, while the building dates back to the antebellum period, the parish is the oldest in Mobile, having been established in 1703. Now, if you're in the northern or western part of the state, you could see severe weather from this afternoon into tonight, reports AL.com's Lee Morgan. And as of this recording, there was a slightly higher level 2 risk roughly north and west of I-59. Rain and possibly storms are expected to develop ahead of a cold front that Lee talked about on Down in Alabama earlier this week. Now, if you're one of those Nick Saban fans who would love to see him get into politics now that he's finished up his coaching career, well, Paul Feinbaum has joined your ranks. I'll quote the ESPN commentator, quote, "I think Coach Saban would be a slam dunk. Immediately, he would be among the best known and influential individuals in Congress, which would greatly enhance the state of Alabama," end quote. Remember, Saban is among the speakers at that pre-commencement event at the University of Alabama today that also includes President Donald Trump. Well, thank y'all for listening to us. We'll be back here again tomorrow. Till then, y'all come on by and see what we're doing anytime you want to on the internet at AL.com.